Okay, good day. Today we are going to cover level 1, unit 1. I'm going to cover with you reading 1 and reading 2 of unit 1. Right, so reading 1, we're going to begin here. It says the right job for you. You are going to read a website for people who are looking for work. Use the website to gather information and ideas for your unit assignment. It says preview the reading. So exercise A, let me just zoom in for you. Right, so this is exercise A. Preview the reading. We are on page number 4. Right, it says vocabulary. Here are some words from reading 1. Read the sentences, then write each underlined word next to the correct definition. So what they have done, they have given you the word which is underlined. You have to basically take the underlined word and you have to match it to the correct definition. So we have A up until H. You will take the underlined word and you will choose which word fits which definition. Right, so that is exercise A. We're going to turn over to the next page, page number 5. Right, this is the reading skill, previewing a text. Good readers preview a text, for example, an article, a website, or a story before reading it. They look quickly at the text and its different parts. This helps them understand it. Here are some tips to help you preview. Right, the first tip, read the title. The title is the name of the text. The second tip, read the headings. A heading is a short line of text. It tells what a section is about. Often there is a heading above each section. The next tip, look at any pictures and their captions. A caption is the text under the picture. So we have exercise D. Now exercise D says preview. This reading is a website for people who are looking for work. Preview the website, then complete the sentences. Right, so this is the website, Winter Hill Career Center. This is the website. So you are basically going to read the website, read what's written here, and then you are going to answer questions 1 to 3. Right, let's turn over to the next page. Right, let me just zoom in. Okay, so the next page, this is also part of the website. Right, so the website gives you all of the information. All you have to do is read through the website and then you can answer the questions on the previous page. Right, we're going to move on to page 7. Right, page number 7, exercise B. According to the Winter Hill Career Center, there are 3 steps to finding the right job. Put the steps in the correct order. So basically you have to answer exercise B and exercise C according to the information that is given to you from the website. Then we have exercise D. It says look at 6 occupations. Which worker types do they match? Add them to the chart on page 8. Right, so you're going to look at these pictures in exercise D. Right, as you can see, we have a farmer, a science professor, fashion designer, personal trainer, architect, salesperson. We are going to look at all of these pictures and then we are going to turn over to page 8. Let me just zoom in. Right, so you're going to look at the pictures on page number 7 at the bottom and then you are going to match them according to this box. Right, then we have this next exercise which says write what you think. Take the career test on page 6, then discuss the questions in step 2 of the website in a group. Now this is something that you obviously don't have to do in a group. You can do it with a friend or you can even do it by yourself. That's question A. Question B, what type of worker are you? Write a few sentences explaining your answer. Look back at your quick write on page 4, add anything you learned about yourself from the career test. So it says here, my response. So you are going to write your opinion or your way of feeling towards work. The question is, what type of worker are you? So in my response, you are going to describe the kind of worker that you are. Right, then we're going to turn over to the next page. This is page number 9. Right, so this is reading number 2. It says the world of work. You are going to read interviews in a magazine about different careers. Use the interviews to gather information and ideas for your unit assignment. So it says preview the reading. Exercise A, vocabulary. Here are some words from reading 2. Read their definitions, then complete each sentence. Right, so these are the words. As you can see, it even tells you whether it's a noun or adjective, and it gives you the definition. So you are going to use these words and you are going to complete these sentences. Right, then we're going to turn over to page number 10. Right, so as you can see, the top of page number 10, it says exercise C, preview. Preview the interviews, look at the questions, what information do the people give about their work. So it says check your ideas. So this is what you are going to use. You are going to use this little check and you are going to choose your answer. Exercise D, quick write. What do you know about these jobs? What do people with these jobs do? Where do they work? What skills do these jobs require? Write a few sentences. Remember to use this section for your unit assignment. So these are the names of the jobs. You are going to write a few sentences using these questions. What do you know about these jobs? What do people with these jobs do? Where do they work? Right? So as you can see, we have a physical therapist, event planner, sales assistant, web designer. Right, then we're going to go to the bottom. It says work with the reading. Read the interviews and gather information about what a good job is. So as you can see, we have this reading, the world of work. You are going to read this and then you are going to answer the questions. It continues on the next page, on page 11. Right, then we're going to go to the bottom. It says exercise B, circle the answer that best completes the statement. Right, so it says this article helps readers and you are going to choose your answer A, B or C. Let's turn over to the next page, page number 12. Right, so page number 12, we have exercise C, who is speaking? Write the job title from the interviews next to each statement. So as you can see, they have done the first one for you. Number 1 is a sales assistant. I talk about the different products in our store. As you can see, the answer, sales assistant. The next one, number 2, I work at home. You are going to write your answer here. So that is how you are going to complete exercise C. Right, then we're going to move on to exercise D. Complete the chart with information about each career. So they have the career or the job title here, event planner. You are going to write the workplace of the event planner, then you are going to write the work skills of the event planner, then you are going to write the work schedule of the event planner, then you will do the same for the physical therapist, fill in the blocks, sales assistant, the same, web designer, all the same. Right, we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is E. It says complete the sentences with adjectives from the box. So this is quite simple. You are going to use one of these adjectives and you are going to complete the sentence. We're going to move on to the next page, page number 13. It continues, number 3 and number 4. Then the next exercise, which is exercise F, look back at your quick write on page 10. Add any new information you learned from the reading. Right, then we're going to move on. Right, we're going to start here with exercise A. Write what you think. Discuss the question in a group. Look back at your quick write on page 10 as you think about what you learned. So basically, this is something that you obviously do not need to do in a group. If you can do it in a group, that's perfectly fine. If you can do it by yourself, that's also perfectly fine. So you are just going to check what you have learned, anything new that you have learned. Then moving on, we're going to look at exercise B. Think about reading 1 and reading 2 as you discuss the questions. Then choose one question and write a response. So you are going to think about reading 1 and reading 2. You are going to read the questions and you are going to choose one question that you can answer. So it says number 1. Let's go through both questions. Question number 1. Which job from reading 1 or reading 2 do you want to have and why? I want to be a, or I want to be an, and you can write it there, and then you will give a reason as to why you have chosen this job. Number 2 is the same thing. Which job from reading 1 or reading 2 do you not want to have, and why not? I do not want to be a, I do not want to be an, and you can write the job title here. And then obviously you will give a reason as to why. Right, and then the last page for the reading, which is page number 14. Right, so page number 14, at the top of the page, it says vocabulary skill, word forms. It says some words are both nouns and verbs. They look the same, but they work differently in a sentence. A noun refers to a person, place, object, or idea. A verb refers to an action. Learning to use the same word in different forms helps build your vocabulary. These words from reading 1 and reading 2 can be nouns or verbs. Right, so they have given you examples. Exercise A, it says read the paragraph, write N for a noun or V for a verb about each bold word. So you are going to look at the bold word in each one. So as you can see, the first one they have done for you. They have taken the word work and they have written a capital letter N above the word work to tell you that it is a noun. The next one, result, you will choose. If it is a noun, you will write N. If it is a verb, you will write a V on top of it. Right, then we're moving on to exercise B, which is the last exercise we will do. Is the bold word a noun or a verb? Check noun or verb. So you're going to read each sentence and then you are going to decide on the word that is written in bold whether it is a noun or a verb. You will just check the correct block. Right, so that is your reading lesson.